Hello everybody, you're here with Claudio Beauty with your host Claudia Lara. Thank you very much for tuning in. So today is going to be another video of Gwen Stefani new launch of her brand. I don't know what to call it, Gxve. There you have it. And the reason I'm doing this is, I don't know if you saw the first one, but I said I really liked her products. I was really in the fence about them. I didn't know if it was gonna be a little markety. But if you saw that video, you know that I really enjoy the quality and the uniqueness of the formula and the colors, even though it appears that it's just regular old, old-time favorite colors, the neutrals with the red lips and things like that. Nevertheless, I thought they were very unique. So yes, I did. I order all her quads, and I order all her lipsticks, and I order all her eyeliners, etc. Yes, maybe a little overboard, but the reality is the price is very mid, not extra expensive. And there's not a lot of items, and I just thought I could really use them all. So in reality, there's only two eyeliners, the black and the blue. And you saw a video with the blue eyeliner, how beautiful. And I have here the black. Now, it's true, I do have other black, like the Natasha Denona, like the Victoria Beckham, which probably are with the new technology, and they're just black. Nevertheless, I was very curious. I really love her metal blue, and I find that the texture is very unique. So we're gonna be using it today. And I also was very curious because I saw her saying how important, of course, the red lipstick, but the eyebrows is. So she has two eyebrow pencils. One is very tiny and smaller pencil, and the other one is a little broader and I think a little more fluffier formula. So maybe I should have gotten two, but I only got the fluffier formula, which is sort of the thicker of the two. I didn't hear her explanation before ordering. If I had, probably I would have ordered both. But I'm glad I just got this, because now there's so many eyebrow products out there, and I already found one that I really love, which you saw in my last video, the Anastasia, Deep Brow Pomade. I love that thing. So let's see how this one compares. I also ordered the Westman Atelier. So we'll see. Those videos will be coming up. I have them in my mind, but I'm glad I ordered this to try it out and let you know. And then, of course, I got all her quads. There's 4 of them. You know how I didn't know if there were 2 or 4? There are 4 of them. And you saw me feature the most neutral, which is Simple Kind of Life, which I think is delicious for a very neutral, barely there sort of eye. I really enjoy this, especially with the bold lipstick. I think it's just beautiful. We're not gonna feature that one today. And I do have another 3. Let me just show you. I might swatch all 3 so you kind of know what's out there, but I will put one on my eyes. So let me start with, so if you want to see this whole items, please keep on watching. I didn't know when to cut that segment to start, because the reality is I'm still going on about the products I'm going to feature today, including the liquid lipstick. In the other video, I tried it's not, I keep calling it shimmer. It's not shimmer, it's the satin red lipstick. And I love the formula, love it. It tints your lips. It has shine if you want. It is long lasting and it's creamy. It feels delicious. The color is wonderful. I can't say enough. I mean, one of the reasons why I ordered all the other ones is because I like that. So we're gonna be trying these things. So the 3 eyeshadows, going back to it. So I have here, there is Rich Girl, Just a Girl, Danger Zone. And then, of course, they want to feature Simple Kind of Life. So Simple Kind of Life is the most basic, neutral. We're not going to talk about that one. because I already talked about it in the other video. So what we have here is a Rich Girl, which is, I guess this is for the darker skin tones. However, there was so much terracotta in there and that copper that complements my eyes that I just had to get it. We'll see how this one plays. I don't know if I will wear this with the bold red lipsticks. So that's why I'm like, but the colors I love. It reminds me, you know, a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury, or really everything out there that is warm. I mean, come on, this is like, yeah, right there. And then there is Danger Zone. Now, Danger Zone, I was curious from the beginning because it is the basics, but smoky eye. So it's very cool tone, but you can really smoke out the eye. It has the white and of course the neutral for the crease or to do a transition. So I thought this one was a must-have, the same as the Barely There, right? So these two I thought for sure, especially for a red lipstick, they both go. And this one can also be very neutral. So I think those two are, you know, the most significant. Then of course the darker one, terracotta. And then the one I'm gonna try today. And I'll let you know why I decided on this one versus the other ones. Although maybe I'll do a video per shade. I don't know, we'll see. Because there's so many launches and so many things to try out that I don't know if I'll have time. But I'll definitely do a video with swatches at least, right? So this one is the one I decided for today. And it is Just a Girl. And the reason is because it has the rose gold and then the neutrals. I just thought this quad was very, very interesting. I like it very much from the Instagram, you know, pictures. So we'll see how this looks live. But before we start all that, let's do the eyebrows. Let's start with eyebrows. Because I actually was gonna use the Anastasia pomade because I just tried it yesterday and I love it. I want to do another video with it. But I remember this one came with an eyebrow pencil and I'm dying to try it. So let's just go ahead. So I don't remember now how many shades there is, but there is a few, I think like 7 or 8. The reason is because it took me a little while to decide which shade I was gonna get. I don't know if this is too light or too dark for me. I'm trying to see what I decided to order because obviously I don't remember. It's number 4, but it doesn't say which color it is, but it's number 4. So it has this side, which is the thicker, and then this side, which is a spoolie. You know, one thing that I'm noticing as usual, why can they, I mean, I guess this side is thinner. If you see this is thicker than this side. So that's how you know where the spoolie is. I guess they're trying to decide how to help you, right? To know where the spoolie is or not. I know the Westman Atelier did a different color of a cup, which I think is a great idea. So we don't get confused which side is the spoolie. But in this sense, I mean, all right, so one side is thinner than the other. I guess that's a clue. So the way she describes to do it, and I guess I could use one of my other eyebrow pencils to do that, but she says to really define or add layers with the thinner pencil. And then after, go with this. And the interesting part, I already kind of play with it a little bit. I haven't really applied it, but I play with how you position it. And it is a little different than what I'm used to. So usually, you know, I don't know if I have here another Anastasia, for example, to give you a, well, I have here a Smashbox. So usually, obviously, it comes out, right? And you have it there. This is Smashbox. And sorry, it has eyeshadow because I have applied it after the eyeshadow. So, and this is old. But usually, so it comes out and it's a little thicker and it's easier to apply. In this case, it comes out, but there's this part in the back. Do you see that? So it's not supposed to be out, you know, out up here like the other one and then you apply it. No, it's supposed to be applied like this, which is very interesting. Let's see how it is. So the top part, the longer part, because there's a longer and a shorter, the back part helps you situate the shade. You see that? So this part right here on the top helps you guide where the pencil goes. So that is very different, and I actually like what it does. You see how easy? So instead of me going above my my little hairs to, you know, like I usually would, this helps me guide that quite a lot, and also makes it very even. Look at that. Wow. So I guess I did order the darker of the two. And because I was between 3 and 4. So, wow. Whoops. Now, Gwen Stefani does emphasize that for a good makeup, the eyebrows have to be well made because they frame your eyes. Now, if you saw my tutorial on how to make eyebrows, I agree with that statement. According to my grandmother, that was the most important part of makeup, was the eyebrows. Now, it seems like more and more they're teaching us how to do a good eyebrow. And this tool really makes it so easy. I mean, you saw it would take 2 seconds. As of before, when you're kind of drawing it and making sure, it's a little harder. So I do like this little tool. Now you can see with and without. I mean, seriously. Now, what I've heard Westman Atelier say is that she chooses a little darker color. So if you have pepper color like me, salt and pepper, you know, grayish, she says to go to the original color eyebrows. And if you have blonde, also to go for the darker shade, which is interesting. I never heard that. I'm in the fence because sometimes I prefer my eyebrows to be light because they're soft. And I think my eyes or my eyesight look softer. And you know, for now that I'm older, a softer look, I think sometimes helps to not look so hard. You know, for all of you girls that are my age, you know what I mean. And so, because already the skin spots and the wrinkles and aging, and you know, we get this mature kind of look, you know, like experience, like, you know, motherly, like be careful, you touch my children, and you know, sort of thing. I was gonna say I kill you, but it's a little harsh, but it is true. And so anything that makes us look a little softer, so we're not that scary. You know, like for little children, sometimes older ladies become scary. There's a reason for that. I guess our eye is not that innocent anymore. All right, so there you have it. I love this. It's so easy. It does make a difference. So it's not just the color, it's the tool with that little backhand. And it does make it a lot easier to apply, a lot faster to apply. And I guess it makes you apply it in an angle. I don't know if let's see if you see that. So it applies like this. And so it really helps you guide it and apply it in a nice way. Sorry, I have a bruise there. Sorry about that. Woo-hoo-hoo. But that is what I chose, number 4. All right, let's move along. So what do I have on? I forgot to tell you all. I have the new Gxve foundation. And I put a little bit of the Dentille, which is now my to-go for anything that looks a little in the natural. And that's it. So, should we apply the red lipstick first, just so I don't look so pale? Or should we go? No, let's go for the eyebrow of the eyeshadows, because I know a lot of you don't like a very bold red lipstick. And so, out of respect for that, I want you to see that you could also wear this if you choose to wear a soft lips, right? So the first thing, let me swatch, because as you know, I have learned that if I don't swatch, then I get very surprised as I apply it in my eyes. So in this, and I'm learning to swatch every time better. So sometimes my swatches start becoming a little nicer. How about that? Yay! Yeah, don't get used to it, because you know me, one day is good, one day not so good. And if you've seen my videos where I have put my swatches on my face, look, I'm cleaning them up immediately. Hopefully it'll become a step that I do automatically and I don't have to think about it. So anyways, where were we? These are the swatches. Look how beautiful. It just reminds me of Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury in a little stronger way. And that's a good thing, because Pillow Talk was a bestseller and because it was too soft for me. So let's say it's not identical. Pillow Talk is a little softer and pinkier. So this one has a little more neutral, and this is a little more peachy, not just rose gold. Both things complement my skin color, because the very rose gold doesn't really look good on me, even though of course I love it, Charlotte Tilbury, and it was the trend. So the fact that it's a little more beigey and a little more peachy really, really helps my coloring. And it's very interesting because Gwen Stefani is blonde and a little warmer. So in essence, her coloring wouldn't, I mean, I don't know if she also works with this, but hey, I appreciated it very much. So of course, as any quad is kind of self-explanatory. You can do smoking, you can do it differently, you can mix and match. Which one of these videos I'm gonna try, because we always go and do the same old, which is we use the one for transition. And of course, you know, my foundation always gets into my lids, doesn't matter what I do or which foundation it is, it always sits there. So I always need something of a powdery. Now, the formula of this, and this is why I order all 4 quads, is very forgiving in that it's sort of creamy, but it's powder. So you can say cream to powder, but it's interesting because when I play with it, you can see the powder. Can you see the powder in there? So let's see here. Okay, there. You see that powder in there? So when you move it in the pan, you see powder. So you're like, oh my God, it's very powdery. But when you apply it, I mean, look how nice it goes in the lid. It becomes creamy. And then it sets. And it sets, I don't know if you can tell, but it's this kind of color that it starts becoming sort of my lid color. So it doesn't look like it's on top of the skin. Obviously, it's a different color than my skin. Obviously, it's darker, so you can tell I have eyeshadow just by the color. But by the texture, that's the amazing part. It really becomes part of your skin, and it looks beautiful. At least I think. I just love how that happens. Because there's some shades like Natasha Denona, Pat McGrath, you know, favorites, Tom Ford. And I have them. When you apply them, it's nice, they blend, they this, they that, right? But you can tell that they're on top of the skin. They're not blending like this is blending. I don't know what she did or what kind of formula is this. And of course, also, that she's not that expensive. She decided to stay within a range, you know, which I really appreciate. And these are sold in Sephora. I don't know if she's going to sell them anywhere else, but I really like this. Look at that. And so this has a little more color than the Bear there, the one I featured last time, the simple kind of alive. So if you don't like So Bare, oh, because that's the other thing. I saw a lot of mixed reviews. And especially for that Barely There quad, people were saying that you can barely see it's there. And it's true. Only one shade kind of showed, and it's similar to this one, a little more orangey, so a little more browner. So it shows a little more than this. So some people were saying that, but that's the part that I actually appreciate from that quad. So I would say to those people that think that the other one is barely there, what's the point? I would say to get this one instead, because this is the transition, and it has a little more color. And then of course it has this brown. But for now, let's go with the kind of shimmer lighter and put the inner corner. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. It has enough shimmer, but not overwhelming. It has enough color, but not, look at that. I don't know if it translates on camera because it's just nice and sweet. And I'm guessing that's because she wants to stay within the arena of the red lipstick, so the eyes don't have to be super overwhelming. Given that she didn't come out with different color lipsticks. But I have a feeling that she has what she's gonna come up with next. And there will be softer lipsticks. The reason I think this is because some of her pictures of recently with the launch and everything, she comes up with very bold lipstick, of course, with all these looks. But then there's other ones that is very soft look. And she uses a metal blue eyeliner, which I have, which I love that kind of look. However, she has a beautiful lipstick, soft lipsticks, and I have a feeling that she's gonna come up with those next. All right, so let's apply a little bit. Look how beautiful. I mean, if you just want it every day. So let's apply a little bit of the dark just to put the outer corner, smoke it out a little bit. And we're gonna use the eyeliner, the black. But if you didn't wanna go so dark with the black, because probably if I would use these shades and I just wanted to keep it, look, so soft and nice, I would use a brown eyeliner for sure. Like, you know, the Cocoa from Victoria Beckham will go lovely with this. And of course, I'm smoking it up and I'm bringing it up here, but you could have just left it elongated with the eyeliner. Now, why did I do that? I don't know, maybe because I'm so used to doing the crease, or because I really want to have some crease today. I feel like my my drop is emphasized today for some reason. You know, there's days that I feel is uplifted, and then there's days that it looks a little sadder, a little fallen. Which, by the way, it was funny because my father also has droopy eyes. I used to call them like the dog Sharpei eyes. And it was funny because when I was little, I'm talking 4, 5, 6, I used to come and tell him and ask him why was he sad, because his eyes were droopy like that. It was funny then. Now it's not so funny when I have his genes and I can see it on me. But I knew this was gonna happen sooner or later. Well, I just want you to notice how easy to blend, how nice. I mean, let's do the final touch, which will be with this golden, but you could have just gone like this. We're gonna use the golden. Why? Because we are using all 4. Look at that. This is so nice. Now, I don't know why I am so enamored with this brand. I mean, it's not, okay guys, it's not like the best thing out there ever, you know, like, oh my God, this beats Tom Ford, Dior, and Chanel all together. No, I wouldn't go there, but this is not even at that price range. So this is a little more accessible, and I think for my age, for, you know, the edginess in me, combined with elegance, combined with style, I just been in love with this. So let's finally this. So I want you to know that you could put a brown eyeliner and that will look amazing, amazing. And you can go with the dark chocolate, or you can go with a little more browner, and I think that will look amazing. Look at that. Oh, it's not over the top. When I say look at that, it's not like the shimmers from Pat McGrath and, you know, no, it's just subtle. I can go out every day, daylight. Okay, this is the first time I'm opening it. And you do have to go through this. So I do this so you don't mess it up. If not, it's likely you can mess it up. So we're gonna go with a tiny little line. Now again, the way she does it, she does do a wing. I don't wanna go there. I'm just going to do a nice little line here. Oh, I just went too high. Too high for what I wanted, but all right. All right. It slides delicious. I hope, and I'm sure she will, that she comes out with a brown liner, because especially with this squat, so I am just sort of smudging the liner. Maybe I should have gone as, look at that beauty. Look at that beauty. Wow. And of course you could put inside the waterline. I'm just gonna leave it like this. And actually, because I wanna soften it up, I'm going to apply the brown on top of the line. There you have it. And that really softens it up. Yep. So I don't stay with that very deep black, but it's nice to know that if you wanted it, it's there. So I am going to equalize the other side, put some Better Than Sex mascara, and I'll be right back. All right, so I am back. Look how beautiful this look. And so again, I would say to all of those that they thought the Simple Kind of Life was not a good color payoff, I would go with this because it still makes it very neutral, but with a little more color payout, as you would think for my neutral palette. Having said that, I do enjoy that look that this gives, which is a little bit more bare nude, like almost nothing, and then just a tiny bit of color. This one gives you a neutral, soft sort of color. I still will sustain that I love what this brand is bringing to the table. I think it's unique, I think it's different. And so what I'm applying now, they did not come out with blush. So I'm applying my new favorite. And this is the Dior Dentelle. It's limited edition. And like I have said in other videos, if you have not discovered this, run. I love it. Everybody I know more or less on my fairness loves it. I hesitated to order because I thought it was gonna be barely there, but I can tell you there's enough color payout and it looks so natural. It won't give you the pinkish, which I've done videos with, you know, that all the other blushes that do that. This gives you enough color, so it's not like barely there, like the Chanel La Comète that I have. No, this one you can see, it's just gorgeous. All right, so we're not to be talking about that, but I just can't emphasize enough. It's my new discovery and I just want to share that with you. So the eye look, love. I can't wait to try the other two palettes because so far everything I try is delicious. Look at the eyebrows. All right, so enough. You know I love this brand. So we're gonna go with this liquid lipstick. She came out with 3, like I explained. So this is the satin, and then there's a matte, and then there's this. I think the matte is sold out. For me, it's supposed to come on the way, but it's delayed. I don't know if they messed up my order or something. But I love, love, love this formula. I tried this one the minute it arrived. So I already tried it. And I'll tell you my thoughts as we apply it here together. So first of all, I love the packaging. This is probably the least of my favorites. I do like this packaging. This is the least of my favorites, and it does not come in a box. It's one of the few things that does not come in a box, which I was surprised. Did it? Maybe it did, and I pull it out. Okay, don't quote me on that. I don't remember. So we're gonna apply it with this. And I do have to be silenced because this is like, you have to be careful. Yes, it's crooked. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it. All right, so. I even have to hold my breath and everything. There's no lip liner. And yes, of course, I have lip liners, but I don't think you need it with this. First of all, the applicator you saw, very user-friendly. It will help you. You don't need a lip liner. It's already setting. So let's do this. So the formula started drying out. So I wouldn't, you know, take forever to fix or move or do what you need to do with it as you apply it. So I'll tell you what I do like. It seems that even though all 3 are red and they're very similar in colors, it seems that the Simmer has a little more pink in it because it stains your lips in a delicious, beautiful color. I posted a picture on my community with swatches, and you can see that this one gets very close to others like from Chantecaille, and it doesn't look as red as, for example, Lisa Eldridge velvet lipsticks. Now, my understanding is then there's a matte that looks like this. It's also a bullet, and I think that one probably will be a little more orangey, slightly. And then there's this one, which I can see is a little more blood, deeper sort of red. It's not shiny, but I mean, hello. So I love that. I'm not very big on liquid lipsticks. I'm not in the Giorgio Armani liquid lipsticks, and you know, mostly I don't like them. I have done a few from the grocery store, I think Madeline or something like that I call. And I love those when I travel because you apply them and you have the lipstick all day long in your lips for pictures. So I would assume this one is like that. The ones that you applied, and it will stay like that forever and ever and ever until I take them off. Especially if you allow it to dry. When I first apply it the first time, I drink water right after it. And so the center in the middle started fading away. I don't like that look at all. And then you can't really equalize it. But I have a feeling right now that I'm allowing it to dry. It probably will stay like this. So if you like that kind of thing, where you apply your lipstick and it just stay like this, it's perfect. It doesn't look shiny, so if you like that kind of matte quality look, and look, the color is really blood-like. So color, you cannot argue with that. So I would say this is the final look. I haven't applied any highlight, but I think the red lipstick does it all. And if you notice, I wear this shirt, which I'm usually not a pattern sort of girl. It only has come out twice with Westman Atelier. And now with her, this pattern is a black and white, totally remind me of her. And this is a little country sort of black and white squares. But now that she's married to Blake, the country singer artist, I guess it applies. So this is kind of my Gwen Stefani married with country star, I imagine. But here we are. Why do I go there? I mean, ay, Dios mío. So here you are. I hope you really like this look like I have. And there's the red lipstick. And you saw, if you are not a red lipstick kind of girl, definitely the eyeshadows with a softer lipstick is gorgeous. Look, there's a shine, but not over shine. And there is that coppery rose. I think it will complement so many of you. And again, you don't have to use the black eyeliner, use a brown one. It will give you a very soft sort of look. And even if you use peachy or rosy lips, I think it will work. So if you're like what you see, give it a try. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Please ring the bell on the right hand corner. Please comment below if you like it. Are you interested? Have you tried it? You know, all of that jazz. And any suggestions, requests, we're always welcome. Thumbs up. I think I said it all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.